52 Traders, episode 52. Yes, we got there, folks.
Number one biggest mistake is trying to, so to speak, hit a home run on every trade, and too large of trade sizes, trying to make too much money on a trade is what I have seen killed every trader.
Over the next year, your host Cam Hawkins gets inside the minds of 52 of the world's best traders to find out if he has what it takes to become one of them. Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind. Trading is very risky and could lose you all of your capital. Any comments about historical performance are not an indication of future results.
What's up, traders? We're at episode 52. Yes, I made it. 52 episodes. Finally got here. So 52 traders. It's been a journey and a half, but boy has it been insightful, and boy has it made me rethink about what I'm doing with my trading, and hopefully with yours too. The good news is this will not be the last episode, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to try and do another 52 this coming year. So you guys can listen out for future episodes coming up on the airwaves. This will not end here, which is the good news. The other thing I'm going to mention is I will do a bit of a roundup of my sort of experience over the last 52 episodes, what I've taken away from this, and I'll put it in a very long-winded blog post, and I'm sort of partnering up with a publication which will host that for us. And you guys can take a look at that. I'll also do a bit of an episode where I'll intro it, so you can keep an eye out for that in the future. It won't necessarily be in the next week or two, but it'll be coming up. So you'll get a roundup of the 52 interviews in my mind as to how I've sort of what I've taken away from all of this. What else have we got here? Well, today we have a trader on the show called Jared Johnson. So before we get into the interview, I want to quickly mention that I have created a bit of software, a bit like what I did last week, that will help you trade the strategy that Jared mentions on the show. Make it really easy, take away a whole bunch of time having to sit there and wait for these trade setups to occur. Okay, and if you want to jump on board and get that, jump onto 52traders.com/Jared EA. So that's JARED EA. Okay, and you'll be redirected to my other site, automatemytrading.com, where I teach people how to build automated trading robots to help them with their trading. So you will be able to sign up and get that for free. So it's absolutely no cost to get that bit of software that will help you trade Jared's strategy that he mentions today. Right, so now talking about Jared, let's have a look at his profile here. So he's been trading stocks, options, and Forex for about 15 years. Most of the time spent focused on Forex trading. He specializes in Forex and currently runs a trading group at daytradersfx.com. And he's been featured on FXTC Traders Magazine and has been a guest on several podcasts and also on FX Street's Live Trade Room. And he's authored and co-authored countless blog posts, trading programs, and courses. Jared currently focuses on trading during volatile market conditions, tracking central banks' activities as it relates to currencies, and puts his own twist on technical analysis. And his biggest goal is to help people become profitable in Forex trading, take control of their lives, and most importantly, spend more time on the beach. Okay, so without further ado, let's get on with my 52nd episode with Jared Johnson. Welcome, Jared. Thanks for joining me here on the 52 Traders podcast this week.
Very nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Cool, not a problem. Well, Jared, I've mentioned some of your highlights already, and I know that's just a small part of your story. So can you tell the listeners a bit more about you personally and what first attracted you to trading?
Absolutely. I've been at it for about 15 years or so, and trading Forex mostly exclusively. I've done a bit with stocks and other commodities and so on, but Forex has definitely been my main focus. And honestly, getting into it was a combination of right place, right time, and also, interest in the markets in general. I always I was kind of a weird kid, in high school. It was really weird in high school, and and even into my late teens, early 20s. I found myself reading the financial section of newspapers all the time, and just curious what companies were doing, who was buying what, company-wise, how stocks were doing, before I even had any idea that I wasn't looking at these things kind of with the intention of, I'm going to be a trader someday, so I need to know what these are doing. It was just kind of my natural attraction. I just love to kind of see what financial news was brewing on the daily basis. And so I already had kind of a bit of an interest there, kind of was on that track. And I had a good friend of my family as a kid that his dad was a floor trader, and he had his spot in Chicago and all of this, and he was kind of going into retirement, but his son that was about my age was getting pretty interested, and his dad was kind of teaching him, and in turn I was getting a little bit of the overflow, and so that really got my interest. And so really it was kind of a friend that led me into. I had no idea that there was a foreign exchange market to trade. I mean, I obviously knew there was currencies that were exchanged, but I didn't know that there was a trading opportunity there. And so yeah, a friend just kind of got me into it. I had that pre-existing condition, I guess you could call it, of interest, and it kind of just led me down the path.
Cool. And your friend's dad, how successful would he have been from your perspective?
They had the biggest, nicest house on the street, and they went on vacation, it seemed like twice a week. So they were, we lived in this nice neighborhood, and everyone kind of had these crazy, interesting stories, and they definitely had, the most kind of glamorous looking lifestyle. So that definitely, got my attention a little bit as well. So from what I know, his dad did, very, very well.
Cool. And what about you personally? What do you do outside of trading?
When I'm not trading, I have an affinity for traveling and seeing new places. I've got a couple little kids and a wife, and I just drag everybody along, and we travel around the world and have a great time doing it. We've been all over Asia and South America and Central America and Europe. So that's a big love of mine. On the more simple daily basis, I live next to the beach. I surf as many days as I can every week. I take a jog in the morning to keep the blood flowing, and just kind of that stuff. And the rest of the time, of course, is put towards chasing two small kids around, which is pretty endless activity.
Yeah, I thankfully have moved past that stage. I'm now sort of pushing them around, trying to get them out of bed and stuff, off their iPads.
Oh man, oh yeah. I think I'm excited about that period to come. Right now, they're up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm trading and ready to go play immediately. So.
Yeah, I know what that was like in the past. Right, let's get on with the show. So, can you give the listeners some insight into your trading style, timeframes, average trade duration, those sorts of things? Okay, so that was the first part of the show. Now, to hear the full episode, the best bits, join the family at 52traders.com. They usually go for about 45 minutes to an hour long, and trust me, these shows are great. They give us so much insight. Now, if you want to get there quickly, all you need to do is jump into the show description on your phone, and there's a link taking you directly to 52traders.com, where you can join the family over there and listen to the full episode. Now, in the rest of the show, I cover off what my traders do differently from the rest of us. So what is it that they're doing that we're not doing? What their typical trading day looks like, what they would do if they had a day job now and wanted to trade for a living, their preferred trading strategy, so actually how does it work? What we should be educating ourselves on when we're looking at a price chart, so what indicators we should use, what price levels, what chart patterns, all those sorts of things. Also, we touch on fundamentals as well, so how do we use news to our advantage? Trading psychology, tips, tricks, techniques, we go through those. Exiting trades, managing trades that you've got running. So we talk about their strategies. They give you strategies for exiting and managing trades. Books to read, websites to visit, all the best ones. Something that you should try and master over the next month, the broker and platform they use, And finally, last but not least, they give us a full trading strategy. So something you guys can try out at home on your PC this week in the markets if you wish. Now, to get the full episode, you need to jump onto 52traders.com, join the family. As I said, it usually goes on for 45 minutes to an hour, and there's a link in the show description. So if you're on your phone, just jump on there, tap the link, and it'll take you straight to 52traders.com. Now, if you're thinking about learning to automate any of your trading, hiring a developer, learning to code, that sort of thing, then before you do that, jump onto my other website, automatemytrading.com. So if you're interested in automating some or all of your trading, then jump onto automatemytrading.com and you'll see me over there. For now, to hear the rest of this episode, all you need to do is click on the link in the show description or go to 52traders.com. See you there.